Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight we're gonna be playing KO. Oh my God, my speakers are on. I was watching the celebrational, and I still had my speakers on. Good God. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, tonight we're gonna be playing KO. I'm pretty excited. I've been working off of Troll's list that he's sent me and that he's been working on. And I'm pretty excited to play it. I've played a few games with it, and I really like it. The deck feels really good and like very clean. I think it's gonna be really good. Yeah, I think Betsy looks good, Caleb. Like, I think she's like gotten some more cards and like some more like. I think she's gonna be really good, man. Have you been testing Betsy quite a bit? But KO looks super consistent. It looks really good, and I'm a really big fan of it. I've really been enjoying the games and the gameplay so far. Like, it's felt really clean, and like I've really been having a good time with it. Oh, excuse me. Also, just finished watching the celebrational, and man, like what an LL game. Like what a what a crazy game. Like that was such a good game. Like well played by both people. Like I just feel like Calvin and Brody like put on a clinic all weekend. Like it was really nice to like watch the event. I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but I really been like watching part of it. I really enjoyed like watching the parts I got to watch. The celebration that was really cool and it was really good. I enjoyed it. It was really well put together, and Flake and and Craig Crimples did like a great job. It was absolutely amazing. Very long game at the end, like very long game at the end. So, making the deck for her right now. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I'm curious to see what you put together, man, because like I think the wager mechanic is really cool. Hey, Anoth, what's up? How are you, buddy? Was so crazy, but so yeah. I mean, it really was, honestly. Like to be fair, like it really was. Like it was a really like slow game and like very boring, honestly, to some extent. But it was good. Like it was good. I really enjoyed watching it. I was going to play Olympia tonight because I really like Olympia, and I think Olympia looks really cool. I've put together a Decimator Great Axe version of Olympia, and I've also put together a Daggers version or a Swords version of Olympia. And like there are like 3 cards in the Olympia deck that aren't coded on Talishar yet, so I've just decided to stay away from it tonight. That's originally what I was going to stream, but decided to play some KO instead. Plus, I know there's a lot of like brute people in the world who really like KO, and I think KO is going to be really good after Heavy Hitters comes out. I think KO is going to have a lot of play and does a lot of really cool things. It's going to be really fun. Oh, dude, I can't blame you, dude, KO is going to be awesome, man. KO is going to be very exciting, and like I think he's going to be very powerful and do a lot of really dumb things. I'm very excited for it. There was something else I was going to mention. I can't remember what it was though. I can't. Oh yeah. The Talishar attorneys coming up on Sunday. If you haven't registered for that, be sure to check out the Discord. And if you're not in the Discord, you can hit !! Discord and check out the Discord that way. Talishar tournament's going to be pretty fun. I'm pretty excited for it. Coming up this Sunday. So I guess without some further ado, let's go ahead and jump into some games here. I'm gonna be honest. I really wanted to play Olympia tonight. Like Olympia looks like so much fun, and like all of his like card pool is just like really neat. And like I don't know. Like I really like Olympia, and I'm hoping that I'm really hoping that like I get to play Olympia sometime soon, because I think he looks really cool. Like probably he might be the warrior that makes me get in on the warrior train, honestly. Oh, also, Vajith and Drew, thank you guys both. Vajith with 5 months of support and Drew with 3 months of support. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Means a lot. You guys, supporting my passion and my dream really means a lot. Man, this is going to be a grindy game. We're going to hit the Dorinthian Bravo matchup. And this is what we're going to bring in, and we're going to hope that it pans out for us. I played a game earlier. I actually played this matchup earlier, and it was an ungodly long game. It was a crazy long game, honestly. So probably, I mean, we're gonna run 63 cards into our opponent, and we're gonna try and grind them out. But it's gonna be tough to do with that grindstone. It's gonna be a very, very tough deck to try and grind out here. I mean, I guess let's just throw the swing big for 8. No, that doesn't feel right. Honestly, I think we're just swinging the claw and passing because our hand's terrible. Like, this is not a good hand in any fashion. We could throw the swing big here, but I don't think we want to. I think we're just going to pitch a little bit here and set up the swing big for second cycle so that we can look to have an aggressive second cycle. Because if this game is anything like I expect it to be, this will be a second cycle game, I promise. All right. I mean, Bellowy Boy there's a pretty good way to start. Probably going to look at arsenaling Blood Rush Bellows this next turn and then try to set up next turn a little bit. We'll probably just block with the beat down. Block 7. I mean, we'll leave that. I guess we'll put that on the bottom. Like, that's a card we'd probably rather see second cycle here rather than first cycle. So we'll go to 38 and we'll pitch a Reckless Swing with the 6 there so that we can try to set that up for second cycle. We'll throw the Claw. We'll arsenal the Blood Rush Bellow. And then depending on what our hand looks like next turn, we will have the Blood Rush Bellow paired with paired with our Tunic coming up. So they are going to wage the gold. Really makes me think they have a pummel here, if I'm being honest. Like, really makes me think they have a pummel here. I mean, I guess let's play around them having the pummel here. If they don't have the pummel, they don't have the pummel. Like, we can still, like, pitch our Fate Foreseen here to, like, try and make something happen here. Like, the gold token doesn't really matter to me, but I want to stop them from having the gold token, I think. So if I pitch Fate, I can play Blood Rush Bellow here. I mean, we have the Might token. Let's roll and see what we get here. 5 is pretty good. We'll pitch this. We'll discard our Savage Feast, which is not great. I mean, this is not bad. This is for 8, and we get to intimidate a card from their hand. Or I'm sorry, this is for 11, actually, because we get the +2. Oh, yeah, we're getting all of it there. Oh, giving us all the equipment. Everything, huh? Okay. And then we'll come in for 5 here. We probably could have led on the Claw here. Probably would have been a better play. But we put our opponent to 31. Let's go like this. I think this will be better. Pretty mediocre hand here. Like, nothing really crazy here to look at. I mean, this has to be pummel, right? Like, I was like, they're obviously playing pummel here. Yeah, we'll just take 6 and we'll discard this. Like, I think this is fine. And then we'll just... I want to keep the Reincarnate in our deck because it attacks for more. Now, the Might token, like, doesn't really... No, this is attack actions. So, yeah, this is great. I can actually just come in for 4 here. Like, we just get to play around their Chokeslam effect anyway here, which is really nice. Hey, Bim, what's up, dude? I mean... we could do some pretty cool stuff here. I mean, I really don't want to give them gold here, but like, also kind of part of me is just like, you know what? I don't really care. Like, we'll just go to 25. They seem like they're wanting to play like a pretty aggressive game here. Let's roll and see what we get here. Another 5. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good. We discarded a Berserk. Okay, so that's very unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, that sucks. That's not great. Oh, you're saying play tear limb from limb? Yeah, I mean, even though like it didn't work out for us, I definitely think that playing tear limb from limb was correct. Like, I definitely think that was correct there, Troll. Like, unfortunately, it didn't work out for us, but that was not a great turn cycle for us. We took a lot of damage there just to be able to do that, which is not cool, not great. I mean, good news is that this hand. So 11 dominate overpower on hit. We discard 2 cards. Because, I mean, we can get a card back this way, right? So if I block 3... And then, I mean, we can still throw the... So we can throw Claw and then Arsenal the Sink Below here, which is not bad. Or we can throw Skullcrack, but I think I would rather have the Sink Below in my Arsenal and set up here. Like, I'm taking away three offensive points, but I'm like, I want to play like a little bit of a grindier game here. Against Victor, I usually roll full race. Okay, I did not know that. I did not know that. There wasn't like a Victor thing there, and I didn't really know like what the game plan was, so... Okay. I mean, it's very possible that like racing is just the correct play here. I mean, they played 2 pummels, so like this being a third one like feels a little unlikely here, but I guess it could be. All right, well, let's put this on the bottom. Yep, I mean, like, nothing I can really do about that. Like, I could have blocked differently, but like they've seen all 3 pummels in like their first like 6 or 7 hands here, so like it's a little unfortunate for us. Let's just throw the Claw for 1. That's Sag. We'll throw the Claw for 1, and then we'll Arsenal the Blood Rush Bellow and try to swing tempo back in our favor. He's definitely playing this matchup a lot more aggressively than I thought he was going to. The Victor I played against earlier today, like, went like 26 turns, and it was like literally every single card. I ran him out of every single card in his deck. Well, the good news is there's no more red pummels in the deck, so... Yeah, Robert, I'm pretty excited about playing KO. I wanted to play Olympia tonight, honestly, but like half of his cards aren't coded, so... Okay, so there's some block cards. We're just going to play Sync, and I think I'm just going to put this on the bottom. I think I want to pitch the yellow here is what I want to go. I mean, it was kind of disappointing that his cards weren't like put in, but like, don't get me wrong, like, yeah, I'm definitely not disappointed about like about playing KO tonight. The KO deck is like super sweet. Should I roll here? Like, feels kind of greedy to roll here, I won't lie, but we could. If we wanted to get like pretty aggressive here, we could roll, but I don't know. I guess we'll just come in for 10. I mean, we'll just take a 15-point turn here. Like, rolling gives us... Like, rolling definitely would have given us more options there. It is funny that he blocked it out because I really don't think that, like... Or that's the one we just played, so the Blood Rush just went to the bottom. Okay, so we'll have a Blood Rush on the bottom here. My opponent said... let's see. My opponent said that Clash is glitched, he thinks, and I was like, yeah, it probably isn't coded yet. And he said he's supposed to get a gold. He didn't get a gold. Yeah, like that sucks. Like I don't know. I don't know why he's drawing a card. I assume that, like, I'm just going to assume that my opponent knows why he's drawing a card here. Like, honestly, I don't really know. Like, it's probably part of, like, Victor's ability that I'm not aware of. Like, just being wholeheartedly honest, but... He just said gold allows him to draw a card. Oh, Victor's ability is... Oh, the first time you create a gold token, draw a card. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah. That makes a whole lot more sense. Like... What the heck? Okay, so now it worked. So he drew an extra card. So now we got 2 cards. So he's one to undo here, which makes sense. Like he instead of drawing a card manually this time, he's just gonna let this happen so that he can like draw a card off of the second one. That's so weird. I wonder if it was like something that he hadn't let resolve yet, like if he hadn't let like click through yet or something like that. Wow. Okay, so he literally won because I had Bellows in the bottom. Sad days are sad. Hang on. I think it does it after blocks finish. So like I think that like okay, that's weird. I think my opponent's supposed to draw a card here. So, like, when he clashes, like, he's supposed to get a gold. I told him, I said, yeah, just go ahead and draw a card. I said, like... I told him to just go ahead... I told him to go ahead and draw a card. Like, because I want him to, like, have the extra card here. Like, if it's relevant for him especially, you know? Like, so... I mean... Like, I want him to have the card if it matters. Like, for sure. I think the card he has on top doesn't have stats. Oh, didn't he reveal the 0 for one? Didn't he reveal the thing that... Are you saying, like, that the stats haven't been coded yet, Drew? Is that what you mean? Because if that's what you're saying, then, like, that could very well be the case. Like, I know that Talishar works as hard as they can to, like, you know, make sure that, like, we have everything up to date. But, like, they're only, you know, they're just humans. They can only do so much. So I definitely understand, like, why some things fall behind. That is like one of the downfalls of trying to play like the new cards in the newer set. Like in the like open format is that like just not all the cards are coded sometimes, or even if they are, they're not coded correctly, so it's really hard. But yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, it is what it is. Like, not much we can do about it here. Yeah, the stats. Yeah, you're probably right that the stats aren't coded yet. That would honestly make sense. Okay, so he has a weird request. He said he would have that gold. I would pay into it to draw and have one floating with a blue. You okay if I do that? Yeah, of course. Like if he's just actively telling me that like he wants to draw a card off of his gold token, like that is a like he can just use your blue in hand as if it only pitches for one and then draw a card and play your turn, I think is the best way to do it. So my opponent wants to pitch to play a card here. Like, he wants to, like, pitch to draw a card. So, like, as long as he treats his blue as if he's already spent 2 of the 3 resources, is fine. As long as he treats his blue like a red pitch, then it's, like, absolutely fine. It's not a card he can play. So, like, he just has to treat his blue as if he's going to pitch it here. I mean, like, I'm playing my opponent on the honor system a little bit here. Like, honestly, that's, like, really all I can do is, like, play my opponent with the honor system here. Like, and, you know, that's perfectly fine. Like, let's play the Fate Foreseen here. Like he could have a blue pummel, or I mean, I guess technically he could have a yellow pummel. Like there's lots of things he could have here technically. But I think that we get another might token. Manually removed a resource from their pool. I mean, okay. Like, I mean, I guess technically he could have like 2 here. I wasn't thinking about him having go again. I definitely should have blocked with the flesh bag here. That would have made a lot more sense. Because he technically had no resources floating and 1 card in hand, so I would have ended his turn. I definitely was not thinking here. Oh, absolutely, Drew. I completely agree. Like, Talishar works around the clock. Like, I see them in the Discord and, like, talking all the time about cards and updates they're pushing. Like, but we want cards as quickly as we can get them, you know? So it's tough for us to, like, we want our cards as quickly as we can get them. I completely agree. Why you're not playing Betsy? I mean, that also makes sense, Caleb. Man, did I lose that again? I mean, like, it does honestly, like, make sense that. I mean, I kind of just want to use Tunic to play Blood Rush here. Because I have the Quicken token. I'd have to go blue and yellow here, no reds, to like really have an effective turn, which is kind of rough. But, I mean, I'm probably just supposed to use Tunic and come in for 8 here. I think I'm at a spot where I have to play Blood Rush and hope that it works out for me. Like, I really need a good draw here. That is like the worst of the worst here. I like can't even like I don't have anything floating to like play this here. Yeah, I mean we're just literally coming in for 5. Yeah, that's gonna do us in here. That's tough here. I can understand that, King. I imagine that's probably. Oh, and he got the value of drawing cards. Is so good against this deck, man. That's really good. Yeah, I like building new decks is like a really challenging thing to do. Like I leave that up to better players than me, typically, man. Honestly. Well, dude, welcome to the Discord, Anoth. I appreciate you being there, man. I was like, we have a pretty good time. We talk about some goofy stuff and. We have I think the Discord, like I'm gonna be honest, I'd never created a Discord in the past because I felt like everyone had a Discord, like everybody had a Discord, but like it just, I don't know, like it's actually like turned out to be a lot of fun. I actually really enjoy everybody hanging out in there. It's like, it makes it really interesting, I think. Like, it's fun to like sit and have discussions and talk to people. My opponent just going to go to 14 here, and then we're going to cry ourselves to sleep. I mean, we're pretty much in a spot where, like, man, we're just going to have to, like... I mean, we're just blocking 6 here, take 2, right? Like, I think that's really all we can do is just go to 4. We're not winning the card advantage battle right now. Like, this is definitely, like, not going our way. Do I want to come in for 6, or do I want to come in for potentially 8? I think coming in for potentially 8 is better. Let's see what we discard. Pack call. Or I'm sorry, 9 because of the might token. I also like coming in for 9 here because, I mean, 1, we need to get tempo back in our favor. And 2, we also need to, like... we need to, like creating might tokens is going to make our next turn better, I think. Wow. What a hand of cards. My hand literally just blocks for 4. So if I do this, I'm taking 2, going to 2. Jesus. Well, this is not looking good. It's like we're going to discard a random card, like, because the Reckless Swing literally just says block there. I mean, yeah, we'll throw the Beast within here, like, try to come in for 7. We've had some weird hands this game. This has been, like, one of the more awkward ones, I feel like. My opponent must have Dominate or something here. Like, they have something that, like, they're going to try and end the game with. So, 2, 3, 4, 8. Oh, no, it's just 7, actually. I've already blocked with the other counter on the scabs here. And then we'll sink and put this on the bottom. I was like, and I don't know, hope we find like a card that doesn't exist. GG opponent. Man, okay, so that game was a lot different than the one I played earlier. My opponent played a lot more aggressively than I thought they were going to. The game that I played earlier, my opponent, like, we went the distance. Like, we went like 25 turns or 26 turns or something crazy. So I was kind of surprised to like see that game be much more aggressively slanted, but I feel like I did learn a lot that game. Like, that's good information to have right there. All right, hopefully we can get a game that's like less like where we're not having to like manually do so many things, but we'll see what happens. Troll, if you're still hanging out, man, when you said that you just normally race into them, like, do you just run this setup, the very top one here, the aggro race one? Is that the one that you normally run into them if you're still hanging out in the chat? So I kind of have to say that, like, I've heard a few people like kind of like upset about the fact that like some people got to play with the cards before others, like the new heavy hitter cards, like, you know, like all those people that got invited to the invitational, like, or the celebrational or whatever it was called, you know, they all got like a set of heavy hitters to build decks with, and I think they got to keep them if I read that right, but like they get to see all the cards before we do, and I've heard people upset about it, and like, you know, I don't know, like, it's one of those things, like, I don't really see the point in like being upset about it, you know, because like I don't know, like, it just seems like, I don't know, like, it just seems like I'm just like, I'm excited that like they got to like, I'm excited that like, you know, like LSS put this event on and was able to like, you know, like I'm really excited that people got to play with the cards, and like we got to see the cool coverage this weekend and like all of the different formats, and like, I don't know, like I'm not like I guess in like this moment I understand people's feelings, but like it feels pretty like weird to me to be upset about something like that. Like, I don't know, like it just feels feels really weird to be upset about something like that. Like I think people consider it like an advantage to like be able to do those kinds of things, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. Sounds petty. I mean, it does sound a little petty, honestly. Like it really does. Like, and I honestly, I completely agree with you. Like it kind of does in a lot of ways. Let's just block 6. Like, okay. I mean, I was like, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it here. Like, they're gonna hit us and do some things like this, but oh, you make 2 copper tokens whenever it hits. I mean, I guess I could have played around that by blocking 9, but I don't really know that that's where I want to be. So I could go Bear Fangs, and then whatever I discard, I could like also, if I roll a 5 or if I roll a 4 or better here, I could go Bear Fangs into something else and like try to put pressure on here. We roll a 1, I'll cry myself to sleep. Yeah, so we'll discard the Skullcrack here. So now we get an agility token and a might token. Is Skullcrack randomly discarded? Yeah, I love to like discard it at random or whatever. Like I actually really like those lines of text. Like I think it's kind of cool. So I really agree, Caleb. Like seeing how people build, like how like pro players build the new cards and decks is like really cool. I mean, so that's like that also makes sense, Robert. That people weren't mad; they were jealous. Like I mean, and that's the event was really cool. I completely agree with you. The event was really cool. Like it was really cool to watch. Like I thoroughly enjoyed watching the event. I'm curious to know, like, if this is going to be a Blade Runner. I mean, they don't have anything on this turn, so, like... I don't know. I'm kind of incentivized to just say no blocks here. Like, if they have a glint or something, I don't want to, like, let them... I don't want to, like, let them get value out of it. Mike, just to clarify here, guys, I'm not saying it's an issue. I was more addressing what people were talking about while there was like a moment in between things in the stream, because like I have heard people talk about like I've heard people say that they are upset with it, and it's like I don't personally understand that because I like really enjoy seeing people play, and like getting to see those experiences is really cool in my opinion. Like I mean, am I even blocking here? Like, am I just saying no blocks? Like, because I can go Bear Fangs with Go again. Actually, I'm sorry. I can go Swing Big. Let me tell my opponent that I'm thinking here to try and make sure. So I can Swing Big with Go again because of the agility token. I will not have discarded a card. I needed this to be a blue, honestly. Pitch this for 8, go again, 9, go again, I'm sorry. And then, I mean, so it makes sense to block with something here. Or does it just make more sense to not block and just keep a card for Arsenal? That's probably a better play, is just to keep a card for Arsenal here. Just testing cards from the new set before adding in the full card pool. What do you mean, King? I'm not exactly sure I'm following what you're saying. Like, I'm not 100% sure I'm understanding your question. Like, if you're talking about, like playing cards, like, if you're talking about, like, people getting together and testing cards either on Talishar or in person, like, if that's what you mean, like, then I full-heartedly support people playing cards and like having a good time beforehand. Like personally, like I'm a big fan of people just like playing cards and having a good time. Like I've been playing the new cards ever since I started revealing him, if that's what you mean, King. I was like I've really enjoyed playing the new set. I mean, Robert, they are. Like, the complaints are 100% ridiculous, man. Like, it's just people that want to complain, in my opinion. Like, they're just looking for a reason to complain. Man, I really wish I had one more resource. So, if this was a blue, I could pitch this for the claw, discard this as an instant, and then I could play the Bear Fangs here. But I guess I'm just going to have to settle for... I could roll here to see what I get. Let's live on the edge a little bit. We get a 6. Okay. See you. Let's go. You'll love to see a 6. Like testing a new hero with only heavy hitters set before, then adding cards from the rest of the card pool when building. No, I mean, I think that's a very fun way to like play cards, like wholeheartedly. I love that Reincarnate goes to the bottom here, and we get to Arsenal CNC. That feels really good. Yeah, no, like I like wholeheartedly think that's like a great way to like test and play things. Like if you like start out like with just if you're starting out with like, you know, just the heavy hitter cards, like if you play the heavy hitter cards by themselves, you can get a feeling for how you feel about the cards themselves. And then playing them with other cards will give you a better idea. And then playing them with other cards will give you a better idea of what you're actually looking for, in my opinion. Is this So honestly, I think we're just going to say no blocks here. Like, yep, they had Glint. Like, again, I'm going to go to 25. Or I guess I'm just going to go to that. And then I actually really just like the Fate Foreseen here. Like, honestly. Like, there's no generation here. Like, there's nothing that, like, it gives them the ability to, like, make tokens that, like, fuel their game plan. And this is something that, like, I was talking to Troll about the other day, actually. And he was kind of telling me about how, you know, like, let's live on the edge. We roll a 1, we cry. But we never do. You'll love to see it. And we were just kind of talking in general about, like the concept of, like, you know, like, how to play into, like, Kasai. And, like, honestly, like, what he was saying, like, I've really taken Troll's advice and ran with it, and it's been really good across multiple heroes for me. That, like, just blocking like Kasai starter turns, like when you have like things that give her gold or copper or anything like that, like being able to block those kinds of things give you a lot of value, in my opinion. I would love to be able to like uh-oh. I mean, realistically, we're probably just not going to get to play this card, right? Like, that's probably just, like, where we're at right now. So, I mean, let's just take the Might token here. We're going to waste a point of equipment here, but I think this is worth in the end. I don't know if using Tunic to, like, pop this here is correct. Pitches an agility before he even sees what I do. Interesting. I mean, I think Claws is just the best play here, right? Like, it's a Blood Rush turn. If I roll a 1 with no way to, like, re-roll here without the gloves, I'm in, like, an uberly bad spot. So I think this is the best play I can make, is just to have the 15-point turn here, like, and then we get to Arsenal Bear Fangs here. Okay. So he's just looking to use the agility token here. I mean, I have to block for 3. Like, I really don't want to give him another gold token. So the question is, am I giving Flesh Bag or Reckless Swing here? I know I get to do the damage off of Reckless Swing here, but like, the problem that I run into is if we discard the yellow Bear Fangs, I literally get to do nothing on my turn. And then my Might token just goes to waste. So I'm kind of thinking that, like, I just want to block here. That feels really wrong to me. I guess the only real question here is the value from Bonebreaker and better than the value of Flesh Bag? And, like, I just truthfully don't know. All right, so we don't get to do anything. Like, we don't get to, like, do anything broken here. But, I mean, we are just going to, like, come in for 9, like, make another Might token. We're really forcing Kasai's hand here because, like, they're taking a lot of damage and they're falling behind pretty quickly. And we haven't really given them an opportunity to set up a massive, like, Blood on our hands turn. We've really been trying to, like, play around that. And we've managed to, like, value the game to where we're now in, like, a 13-point, like, position, like a winning position here. I mean, we can just make a Might token here and be okay. For 8. I mean, I'd be letting 2 Might tokens go to waste here, but I'd also be giving him... I'd be giving my opponent a gold token. I don't really know what gold does for my opponent here, besides being able to play cash in. I mean, I could just block with Pack Call and Sink Below. That'd be 7, and I'd take 2. And then, I mean, my Bear Fangs would hopefully be for 9. I don't know. I think that this is an okay block. And we get to see if it's a 6 on top. And it is a 6 on top, which is kind of nice. So we're going to make sure we leave it there. Because, like... Is there, like... Everfest Unlimited got destroyed. What, Caleb? What? Caleb, side note, thanks for following on Twitch as well, by the way. I appreciate the double support, man. I saw that you followed me the other night on Twitch as well, man. I appreciate that. If we had Tunic up, I could roll, get a little greedy here. So this is going to be for 9. We've already blocked with Brave Forge Bracers a second time. What? Everfest is getting destroyed? Caleb, I'm on the edge of my seat here. What are we talking about? Yo, Mason with the hydrate. Let's go. Okay. Is this going to be like a Nourishing Emptiness here? We've only seen, what, 2 of them? So there's 1 more left in the deck, technically. I mean, is this, like, what is this? On hit, make a gold token? They've already got 2. Like, what are the downfalls of us giving them a 3rd one here? Blood on our hands has nothing to do with gold, right? Like, it's just copper. Destroyed 6 months ago. So Unlimited Everfest was destroyed 6 months ago. So that means first edition Everfest is going to go up. That is feeling like a better and better investment every single time something happens. So when I got into the game, they recycled the extra Everfest stock. I mean, to be fair, like, it's fair, like, that they didn't think it was needed, so, like, they, like, I think doing what they did is, like, a smart play. Like, I'm not, Sag, so they're gonna get a gold token. Like, I'm not saying that, like, what they did is bad by any means. Like, it's definitely making definitely making my box buys a little bit better over the years. I mean, I guess we might as well, right? Like, statistically, the odds of you rolling a 2 are super low. Like, so I'm pretty inclined to roll pretty regularly when I'm ahead in a game like this. Now, if it's close or if I'm losing, you will see me roll a lot less aggressively. But, uh-oh. Oh, so this is what they can do with gold. Okay. So that's what they do with gold. Okay, I forgot about the raise the army card there. No, it absolutely does, Robert. You're 100% correct. I could not agree with you more. Like, so at Pro Tour 1, I bought a box of Everfest and a box of Tales of Aria for $150 put together. Because I thought to myself, like, that'll be that's a good investment. Like, to do that is like a good investment. And like hearing this news is just making me feel better about this. Like, I did it because, like, for $150, like, what am I really spending is kind of like my thought process here. But this is definitely making me feel better about this, like 100%. So they're gonna go Sellsword. What a Sellsword. What a name. The allies thing is really like starting to take off, I feel like, in an interesting way. They destroyed Unlimited Everfest. Interesting. Yeah, Nathaniel, I don't think I've ever been one of those people who drank the Kool-Aid on the whole Everfest debacle. Or not Everfest, Monarch. I know that there were quite a few people out there who did, like, and I'm not saying that, like, people who did are, like, idiots or anything. Like, it's a lot of people drank that Kool-Aid. A lot of people drank that Kool-Aid. So, I mean, I should just kill one of these, right? Like, this is gonna have go again because I'm gonna discard the agility windup. So I should definitely just kill one of these things while I can. Like, being able to, like, kill one is just going to make the chances of me winning the game better, I think. And then hopefully this will be for 7. Okay, so cool. So, like, we're able to put some pressure on here while trying to clear their board a little bit. How many Blood Rushes have I played? I've only played 1 Blood Rush all game. Really? Am I looking over anything here? No, I don't. So I've only played 1 Blood Rush all game, and I know I pitched one, but, like, I should have another one coming up soon. I mean, Everfest is a cool set to open, Robert. Like, Everfest's the set where I started playing, so, like, I definitely agree with you. Like, it's a fun set to open, like, for sure. I'm too young. Get out of here, Nathaniel. Get out of here, you troll. So, how many did he destroy? I didn't see how many he destroyed. I'm going to hope that I can just get out of here with blocking with, like, 1 card or something here. I drank a couple gallons of the Kool-Aid. I mean, yeah, I was like, and Bobby too. Like, Bobby's very quick to admit that, like, Bobby drank the Kool-Aid too. Like, he is very quick to admit that he drank the Kool-Aid as well. Like, there are a lot of people who, like, did. Because, like all of the things that happened during that time, like, it was just, like all the things were so expensive. Like, people bought cases at ridiculous prices. Like, again, that's why I say, like, I don't think anybody is an idiot for what they did, like, at all. Like, I'm going to do everything physically in my power here to not block this turn, but I don't really think it's possible. Like, I don't know what that looks like for me where I'm not blocking this turn. Okay, so +3. And then sword for like what? A bunch? You're gonna have to start the turnover, but if you want to redo everything. And if they ask me, like, if they like invite me to chat and like, yeah, they're not even gonna ask, they're just gonna undo their turn. Okay. That's pretty, I don't know, like, just like undoing the whole turn without talking to your opponent's kind of weird. Oh, God. Bobby said the Kool-Aid is still on my shelf. Oh, man. Bobby, you're a legend. That's absolutely amazing. Yep, we'll go to 7 here. I mean, if I can keep my hand, I might just be able to end the game, like, wholeheartedly. I'm at 2. Every single thing in my hand triggers the bellows. Does this end the game? Like, so if I play this... Hang on, I'm trying to think. This isn't the... Thought this was the double it card, but it's not. All right, let's try to play this strategically. Like, I want to make sure that we do this correctly. I think we just need to pitch agility windup. Or pitch, let's pitch mighty windup here. Discard the Savage Feast. Or play the Savage Feast. And then we'll go from there. Because this is going to have go again. We discarded the Massacre, which means we get to Intimidate. Like, I think we just win the game right here, if I'm not mistaken here. Sorry, I know I've missed a couple chat messages. Just 1 second. I just want to make sure that I'm looking at this correctly. And then we get to come in for 5. And then if this doesn't end the game, which I'm pretty sure it does, we get to come in with the Reincarnate after this. Okay. Well, I thought we were going to lose that game, but it's good to know. Where's the good game button? I swear, Talishar just moved everything on me. It's good to know that playing patiently, blocking correctly, and like trying to like wind the game out a little bit longer won us the game right there. That is what Troll told me to do when we're playing into Kasai, that we need to like try and block her starters when we can and stuff like that. So, all right, let's see what I missed. Caleb, are you saying that like you want to see the interview? Like, wait, what do you like? I'm sorry, I'm not following your message. Are you talking about like you want to see the interview of like them deciding to get rid of it? Oh, is there like an interview going on at the celebration right now that you guys are like seeing? Like, is that what you guys are talking about? It's interesting that Olympia got added later. That's really neat. Oh, James White did an interview with Flukenbach. That's cool. I did not know that. My unopened Monarch case will go to the grave with me, along with my uncensored cold foil Doomsday. What? You mean you wouldn't sell it if it was going to turn you a profit, Nathaniel? Like if like something crazy happens like 10 years from now and Monarch turns out to be like you know, $1,000 a box or something, you wouldn't sell it, man? Oh, not centered. Okay, gotcha. I was curious to know what you meant by uncensored. That's cool that he did an interview yesterday with them. That's really fun. I'd like to see that. I didn't know that he did an interview. I'm going to have to like look that up and watch it. That's kind of cool. So we've lost a game to Victor, and we just beat a Kasai. I considered playing like Riptide tonight instead of one of the new heroes because that's what everybody voted on. And like, I decided to play KO because, well, I decided to play KO because Olympia wasn't working, but I decided to play a new hero instead of playing like Riptide, because I played Riptide on Sunday, on Monday, and on Tuesday, like 3 days in a row of Riptide. I think I needed like a break on another hero here. It would have to be $500 a box or more. Wow. That's crazy. That is so crazy to think about. Bling Blow. Does he have Bolton in here? I assume we're racing Bolton. I don't know. I assume this is just like a straight race. We only have 59 cards in our deck, though. We need one more card. Do we want to add a reincarnate? Because it goes back to the bottom. Do we want to add like one sink below? We could add in a Pat Call. Like, there's quite a few. You know what? Let's add in a Pat Call. Just kind of guessing here. I don't really know what we want to add or what we do or don't want to do here. I'm just kind of spitballing a little bit. Okay, so they're playing Raiden. I assume that's correct. I don't really know into me, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't know enough about pulping doesn't block. Of course it doesn't block. I don't really know enough about like I've never like played Bolton like extensively by any means. I mean, yeah, so like as long as like we don't like draw a card that like sucks. I assume that when we're playing the aggro game plan, like we can't miss. I'm going to assume that's the way this is set up, is that when we're playing the aggro game plan, like Troll has it set up to where we can't miss. But it could be otherwise. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of like enjoying learning. Like when a new set comes out and like there are new heroes out. Like one of the fun things about like, you know, like playing the new set is like I'm kind of getting to like learn the new set too. Like I'm getting to learn new classes. Like I'm learning new sets, but like I'm also learning new classes, and I really like that. It's a lot of fun in my opinion. Like just being able to like learn the new stuff as well. So this has Go again, and it has +1 because of the Courage token, and he charged Spirit of Arena. All right. I mean, our hand is like not the best, but like we'll see what we can do here. Like maybe we're looking to. I don't really want to block this. I think I'd rather block something more relevant here. Like, if we need to, we can block Smash Instinct and Savage Beatdown, pitch the Bear Fangs to play this Bear Fangs, and then, like, pass, and then Arsenal whatever we have left. Barring it doesn't suck, but Japanese print is interesting. Like, what do you mean? Like, and I know that, like, there was a big debacle with the Japanese, like, versus like Belgium print for like the Baltimore Pro Tour. Like a lot of people were like questioning and like kind of upset and some things like that. So I mean, this feels like a block 6 hand. Like if they Bolton here and then like do something afterwards, they do. Like maybe I'm supposed to like block with Savage Beatdown and the Apex here, take the extra Might token and like roll to see what I can find. So they are going to beacon a victory here. Okay. I don't really understand what just happened here. I did not get to see a the Cast Bones turn last night, dude. Tell me what happened. I got to know what happened, Robert. Please tell me. I feel like I missed something really cool. Like, if you went out of your way to tell me about it, it's got to be really good, dude. Yeah, let's play this and see what we can run into. We discard Assault Battery. So this is for 9. Like, we just get so much value out of, like, blocking 6 and attacking for, like, 7 and 8 and stuff like that. It's crazy. I plan on having mine Silk Case tomorrow, putting a protective casing and a fixed in my headstone. Oh my god. Bobby, you kill me, dude. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. We're probably just taking their turn here. Like, they're gonna play the reaction from their arsenal to give it +1 here. Like, I still love that noise. Thank you, baby. Let's go. Carly, 21 months, even though like I haven't like really been like on like Twitch that long in a long time. But Carly has been here since day one. Carly has been here since day one. I think this is a take 3 kind of hand. Like, I think this is a take 3 kind of hand. So I guess I can't. Is that double Lumina? Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, so this is not a. This is no longer a take 6 kind of hand. He has one more attack after this. Oh god. Man, this is not a, I mean, like, this is not a good blocking hand at all. We're gonna live on the edge. We're not gonna block at all. We're gonna live on the edge here. Oh, like the wording on the Japanese print cards? I mean, that's fair. Brute, not Ranger? Yeah, dude. I absolutely, like, I'm really excited about playing. We're already here. I'm really excited about playing Kayo tonight. Like, Kayo looks like a lot of fun, dude. Getting actual Japanese cards for weeaboos. God, I hope not. R1. Oh, Cast Bones? I do not have Cast Bones in the deck. Troll, who put this deck together, was telling me that he put this deck together completely in mind with the idea of cards that he knew would not be coded for tonight, so that I could like play, so that I could play with cards that we knew worked, which I'm very thankful for. All right, let's roll. Not a 1. Let's go 6s. All right, it's not what we wanted to see, but that's okay. We're still going to try and put on a lot of pressure here. We do have a Might token, so... I mean, Wild Ride actually works here. Like, yeah, let's do this. We'll draw and discard a card. Well, we did draw a Berserk, so thank God we didn't discard it. We do get to have a pretty good hand, though, because we drew Go again. So hopefully we get to, like, punish our opponent a little bit here. And we have a Might set up for next turn. So this is going to put our opponent to 20. And then if we discard a 6 here... which we did not. Oh, that's a big sag. They still go to 12 here, though. I mean, they were at 32 when the turn started. We just dealt 20 points to them. Like... Why does Cast Bones mill you out super fast? Don't you, like, still keep all the cards in the top of your deck? Don't you just shuffle them back in a random order? Like, isn't that the new card that, like, you just, like, literally get to, like, put back? Okay. I mean, like, played around it as much as I could there, but, like, the Courageous Steel hand, it is what it is. Does 3 go again, and then they're going to throw their Raiden at me? I mean, let's go to 11. I think this is worth, like... So, let's think about this before I just make a... Let's just, like, completely think about this here for a second. And Robert, I see your message, buddy. I'm going to come back and read what happened just a second. I want to try and make sure I don't completely, like, botch this turn. So, if I mean, they already have 6 cards in their soul, so, like, what's one more, really? Let's just go to 7. We're going to try and roll Scabs and try to hit a 4 or better. And, oh, he's coming in with Raiden after this. I mean, that also makes sense. Like, I'm going to try and have an 18-point turn here. Like, straight up, I'm going to try and have an 18-point turn. If we roll a 4 or better, we get to go swing big for 10 off of the double might token into use the tunic counter to swing big for 8, which is insanely good. On Talishar, oh, it's bugged on Talishar? That actually, I'm not surprised. Like, again, like, Talishar's great, and the guys who work on Talishar are amazing, but, like, they're, you know, it's just a few of them. They can only do what they can do. So I completely understand that, like, you know, like, they're working probably as fast as they can to try and get this stuff done for us here. Savage Feast with Go Again, making a Might, Claw with Go Again, end a turn on Castbone, dealing 6 power attacks. Wow. So he got to come in for 11 Go Again, and then still got to start with 7 Mights and Agility token next turn. That's absolutely crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That's a wild turn, Robert. I'm not gonna lie, I really hate I missed that, actually, to be honest. Like, let's Intimidate here, and then let's give... Let's get a Might token going here. Like, this way, like, they haven't charged anything, so even if they do raid me, it doesn't matter. Man, part of me is like, again, like, I know I'm being really greedy right now. Like, and this is probably where I shouldn't roll. I should probably just throw the Command and Conquer here for 7. I actually think that's a better play. Let's not make a greedy play, and let's throw the CNC for 7 here. Let's just absolutely make the better play here. Yeah, Hakai, that's what Josh was saying. I don't think anybody was saying that, like, I don't think Josh was saying, or, like, I don't think anybody was saying that, like, the card doesn't say that. I think everybody was saying that, like, everybody, like, that, I think, like, everybody was saying that, like, that Talishar doesn't have it coded correctly, because that's exactly what it sounds like here. So let's think about what else we want to block with here, because we pretty much have to block with 2 cards, right? So, I mean, I could block with Savage Feast and block with Assault and Battery here to cover this up. Do I need to give up Scab Skins here? Could I just block with Assault and Battery here, take 1, go to 4, and then when they come in with Raiden for 3, I can block with Scabs, and then I can roll Scabs, and if I hit, I can go Savage Feast and discard the Beast Within. I actually like that play a lot better, because I mean, it does put us to 1 life, so I am now in a spot where I can no longer, like, I could just give Tunic here and stay at 2, but I don't really think that's where I want to be here. I felt like Starvo today. That's hilarious, dude. I mean, like, dude, KO does some real dumb stuff here. Please don't be a 1. Okay, that's really good for us. Like, that probably... Oh, wait. I can't discard that card, can I? I will die. Was not thinking about that. Okay. Well, before we make that mistake, let's pitch this and do this. And then this will get 2 cards out of there, and because we drew a yellow and not a red, we're going to win the game. All right, well, I definitely just played, like, loose as crap right there, but, like, man, we ended up closing it out anyway. That was not my best play, but we played very, like, we got there in the end. Like, that was, man, I keep moving everything. Good game, opponent. 7 turns, and I had an AVPT of 15.29. Looked pretty good to me. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, so, like, that's what I hear everybody say. like everybody, nobody ever really has anything bad to say about Talishar, because Talishar is a free-to-play client, and they work on this just for the people who play the game. Like the people who like run Talishar. Honestly, the only person I really know that like works at Talishar is Jotrick. I think that's how you say his name, and he is a supremely nice guy. Like I've interacted with him on Twitter a couple times. He is a super nice guy. Like I love to talk to him, love to interact with him. Like he is absolutely phenomenal. Anybody who works with Talishar, like I really tip my hat to, because like it's a completely amazing client. And I mean, they could only push so many cards so fast. So, and we as the players just want to be able to play the cards as soon as we get them. And it's definitely the greedier side of us, but I also understand, because I'm one of those people who wants to play the cards. So it's, just kind of we have to, as a community, I think we have to be patient and like really respect that they're putting their own personal time into it. Dude, Nathaniel, obviously you just didn't get the luck I did. Like, dude, I have rolled now. I'll probably live to regret these words here the rest of the night, but I have rolled a 1, like I think 2 times in like probably 20 rolls. Like, I don't feel like you roll 1s that often. I don't feel like you're supposed to anyway. Like statistically, you won't. But so I don't know, man. Like maybe I should just play brute. Maybe rolling dice is the game plan. Maybe that should have been the game plan the whole time. I should have just been looking to roll dice. All right, I gotta use the bathroom. We're gonna take like 2 minutes here. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, fill up my water, and when I come back, we'll be playing more games. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. All right, bathroom break, and we're back. Let's keep on. Let's play some more games here. 2-1 so far to start the night. Feels good to be 2-1. KO feels like a very strong deck here. Oh my god, you had to unzip a file to play that client online? That's crazy, dude. Yeah, I know. I definitely agree with that. That like you don't need the RNG dice. Like you don't need to roll dice very regularly. And I agree with you very much. I just like I feel like I've ended up with a lot of games where it's like, okay, I could roll and like have a like have an okay hand. Like if I don't roll, like I have like a fine hand, but if I do roll, like I get to have a really good hand. And like if I hit, I get to have like a really broken hand. And that's definitely just like the non-brute player in me who hasn't really been burned by that yet. So like that's just me being like the greedy person that I am when it comes to like stuff like that sometimes. Honestly, like you might just want to be playing like beaten trackers into every single matchup, honestly. Okay, like that might just be what you want to do into every single matchup, honestly. Like I don't know. I really don't know. This feels like this is going to be something we'll need to block. Okay. I will go second, I guess. I think I'd rather go second. So Troll said he likes the mid-range grind into this kind of deck, so we're going to run the mid-range grind blocky cards and try to play it like we did last time, or we can try to take some good tempo, hopefully a little bit later in the game. I mean, I can just pitch Savage Feast and the Wrecker Romp to play Swing Big here. I could also like try to roll and try to make this like a more aggressive turn to start the game here, and then Arsenal the Favor Scene. But I think we can just take. I think we can just take the safe 8 here and then Arsenal our Favor Scene. Yeah, I mean, I get that, Josh. Like, it's a little different now, in my opinion, because like, oh, sorry about that. I feel like for the longest time, brute players have had to lean into RNG and hope it worked out because like that's all brute players have had for a long time. But now it feels a little bit differently. It feels like honestly, like there might be like a okay, so the next time a weapon hits, they get copper this turn. And Iron Song versus here. Okay, so this is going to be for 8. I mean, I'm honestly pretty tempted to, like, block 9 here. I can block with Wage Agility, Savage Feast, play the Favor Scene. Like, play the Favor Scene here, and then we'll opt and see what we can find here. I mean, we'll put that on the bottom. Like, I think that's a fine second cycle card here. And then on the next one, we can probably just give Scabs because it's going to be for 2, and we can stop them from hitting this turn. And then we can pitch our Bear Fangs here to come in with a Claw, and then we can Arsenal our Blood Rush Bellow, our Blood Rush Bellow and pass. Good God, my voice is breaking like crazy. Obviously, I'm just going through puberty again. So our opponent's on D-Reacts here. Interesting. I'm not saying they're wrong because they are very good into us. Like, I'm just, like, kind of surprised to see that. I'm going to say no blocks here. I have no interest in blocking a card that, like, doesn't have, like, the copper or the gold generation effect coming into play here. Like, even again, like, this is, like, them making a courage token is, like, not super ideal here, but I think this is fine, honestly. Like, we'll just go to 33 and play our big hand here. Yeah, get out of here, Robert. My voice cracks, okay? Get out of here. But no matter what, you will still have that arm. I mean, that's true. It is very brute thing to like have the RNG factor built in, unfortunately. I mean, God, you love to see it. You love to see it so much. 5 go again into 7 wagering. Like, this hand is absolutely crazy. Or, I'm sorry, into 9 and 9, so this gets to be a 23-point turn here. Like, Blood Rush Bellows just has, like, some of the craziest turns in the world, I swear. We're not going to discard anything. This is just going to be 9, and we're just going to have the extra... We're just going to have the extra action point. And then I'm going to wage the agility here because my opponent will have to give us multiple cards if they want to. Like, I don't know that they can, like, meet my wager here. Like, honestly. This was a 23-point turn. God. Root is so crazy. All because I rolled a 6. So, like, I want you to think if I roll, like, a 3 there, my turn goes from 23 points to, like, 14 points. Which, like, still not bad, but, like, not that broken nonsense we're looking for, you know? Like, we're really looking to, like, do some crazy stuff here. He's gone crazy! Yeah, so, like, my opponent gives us his whole hand here, but, like, to stop the agility, but, like, what did he really stop here? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think I'm just going to throw CNC for 7, honestly, and Arsenal to sink. Like, we've rolled a couple of times already. Like, I don't really feel the need to roll again here. Yeah, I agree. Like, it's just tough to, like, it's tough to like continue, like, to play. It's tough to play the hero without, like, rolling at some point. Like, I think it's, like, inevitably the only way. Is that a Heart of Fandle? What is my man up to over there? I mean, the Courage token makes this for 7, so... So there's a Massacre on top? Okay. I mean, that's fine. Is that a pheasant? 2 male pheasants? Dude, Ryle is like... God, he made that show so much better. Like, he made that whole season so much better. Like, he was so funny that whole season. Amazing. Oh, what are you taking Max to, Robert? I mean, there are a lot of, like, very aggressive, like, Max builds. I do agree with you. I also think there are a lot of, like, Max builds that are, like, very, like mid-rangey, grindy style stuff. And if they have a pump here, we literally just have the Reckless Swing to, like, play around it. Yep. I mean, we could have given the Sink Below on any of those, but, like, I think the way we blocked is just better. So, I mean, this gets to be for 6 because of the Might token, and we get to Intimidate, so, like, maybe we make their blocks a little more awkward if we want to here. Oh, just an Armory? I mean, that's fair. So, like, we're supposed to get some, like, rough weather tonight. I'm really hoping it's not that bad, because, like, I really want to go to, like, my Armory tomorrow night. Like, we have our local Armory, like, on Friday. There's technically one on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but, like, the ones on Thursday and Saturday, like, I normally just, like, I end up streaming, and I just honestly really enjoy streaming, so I don't get out to do those that often. I mean, let's put the Savage Beatdown on the bottom and see what we can come up with here. Like, let's just sink this here. And we'll sink the Savage Beatdown, see what we can find. And this is the whenever a weapon you control hits. So, I mean, I could block Skullcrack and this, and then I could pitch Pat Call for Bear Fangs. Like we're trying to deny them any like kind of starters we can. Like I really hope he's just sitting on a blood on our hands. Like honestly. Let's pitch the Pat Call, and oh, we drew and discarded a Reincarnate, and it goes to the bottom. How absolutely amazing is that? That is so nice. Oh, he's about to try and go ham here. There's still, oh, dude. I was not thinking about that. I bet you guys get a ton of snow. You guys are probably used to the snow up there. Yeah, so we got a whole bunch of snow Monday night or Monday afternoon, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I guess Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, like it kind of cleared up a little bit, but we got a lot of snow. Like, and I mean, a lot of snow, especially for us. Like, especially for us, we got a lot of snow. And so it was like very. I'm sorry. Are they just like what is this going to be for like 12, 9? And on hit, they make a gold and a copper token. And on hit, they do what now? Oh, but they have a card in their arsenal. I mean, I guess they technically, yeah, I was like, if they play the Blade Runner here, like. But yeah, no, we got a lot of snow this week, like, and we're supposed to get like more snow and ice tonight and stuff like that, and it's supposed to like be a whole thing. We'll just take 3 here. I mean, I guess I could have like. God, what a good turn for my opponent here. So we had a really good turn, but they also had a really good turn. But now we're about to try and have a really good turn back in response here. Again, the Reincarnate goes to the bottom. Like. So this is going to be for 6. And then I can come in with the Assault and Battery. There's no way to just do it all here, is there? Let's see if there's like, is there any way that if I roll well again, I can like try to do it all here? So I have 5 resources and I need 7 to do this. Yeah, so I'm just gonna. We're just gonna pitch this to come in like that. And then I think what we're gonna do, I kind of want to play the Assault and Battery here, but like I also really just want to like throw the Swing Big here. I wish we'd had an Agility token. Agility token would have been really good. Yeah, they had a really good turn. They had a really good turn, Anoth. I'm glad you liked the interview, Caleb. I mean, I'm honestly excited to watch it. I didn't know they did one there. Oh, so you just recently moved up there. I didn't know you were from San Diego, man. That's kind of cool. I mean, if I throw the Swing Big, like, I literally have to keep, like, I guess we're just gonna, like, discard this. So they take 1, go to 15, and then we're gonna go blue, Blood Rush, and then the Swing Big. Wow, what a terrible hand. What an absolute dumpster fire of a hand right here. I mean, I can just intimidate this, right? Like, is that the play? I mean, I would like to intimidate their last card, but man, like, this hand is so bad. Like, I'm just going to play Sink Below on it and then put a Fate Foreseen on the bottom and see what we draw into. Like, we'll just block 3 here. Now, do I give them a gold token and kill the sellsword here? I don't know, this is tough. Roll scabs every time. I mean, Nick, like, I have been hearing from multiple people tonight to just roll scabs and just let it fly. Like, there might be something there. I guess I'll give him a gold token and go to 13 here. Not like super pumped about it, but it seems fine. Crazy part's we had an agility and we had a might this turn, but like we're just going to use it to kill the sellsword here. Like I think this is better coming into like the late game here. Okay. Let's just block, let's intimidate one of their cards and try to make the best of it here. We'll play the Sink Below from our hand. We'll get the Sink Below and the Fate Foreseen here. Actually, we can opt first and see what we can find. Bottom that, we don't want that at all. Better life swing, right? Are you saying better life swing to have killed the sellsword last turn, or are you saying for something else that I've missed here? Sorry if I missed something that you were talking about. I want to make sure I understand what you're asking. So let's roll. Let's live on the edge a little bit here. We'll come in for 3 to start here so we don't give anything away. And then hopefully this is for 8. We had a Command and Conquer, so we get a Might token and we're coming in for 8 right here. I mean, they have yet to use their Courage, which is pretty terrifying, honestly. We've also denied them the ability to play Blood on our hands all game if they're, like, just sitting and hanging on to it. Like, we've given up minimal copper all game in the hopes of trying to, like, stunt them from being able to do anything dumb. Now, they have used Cash In very effectively this game here. Yeah, I definitely agree that like killing, like both of you guys, like both Josh and Nick, I agree that killing the sellsword was the correct play there. I mean, this is just on hit, make a gold, like. I mean, like, I don't think I'm going to be able to stop that, so I think I'm just better off to give them the gold here. So I can block 3, take 5, go to 6, discard the Might to have a second Might, and then I can pitch my Agile Windup to play Bear Fangs to come in for hopefully 9. Like, it's going to be pretty tough for me to die from here. I mean, that is unfortunate. Not much I can do about this, unfortunately, which I think is going to put me in a losing position. So, I mean, we do get to at least threaten their life total here. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I agree, Josh. We're giving them an opportunity to let the board get out of hand, which is like really what we want to avoid if at all possible. Like, we really want to dodge that happening if possible. Yep. My opponent has played this game much better than our last Kasai opponent did, honestly. Like, the last game, like, don't get me wrong, the last game was still like a grind, and like we had to like work our way out of it, but like this has felt a lot cleaner. So this is for 8. I mean, we can block 9. We have to give up the tunic, but we can block 9 here. And it, like, ends their turn. Which, I mean, does... It definitely, like, gives them a lot of tempo here. But, like, we're hoping to, like... I mean... There's only 17 cards left in their deck. Like, I'm kind of hoping that, like, maybe they just have, like, a lackluster turn or two here. And, like, we kind of have the ability to, like, try and push some tempo. Because if we can, like... If we can get back into a spot where we're pushing tempo, we'll be okay. Okay, so he's going to sack 1 copper to play Blood on our hands. Blood on our hand gives a weapon go again this turn. I mean, we're activating Kasai a lot here. Not that that really has, like, any effect on the game, but... I don't think I can ever play around a pump from hand here. Like, I just don't think that's where the game's at right now. Man, how does that have... Oh, I guess he just has... He doesn't have to get rid of all the red cards here. Yeah, well, we lost. Not much I can do there. Our opponent hit us with the Nourishing Emptiness there at the end of the game. Well played by our opponent. Like, they definitely understand this matchup better than I do. I can say that for sure. Like, and I even had, like, a couple of really good turns there where, like, I was playing, like, pretty good offense there. But, like, my really good turn, my opponent followed up with, like, a really good turn, like, a turn or two later that, like, put me on the back foot, like, in a pretty solid way there. So, yeah, you can definitely tell our opponent understands that matchup very well. All right, 2-2. 2-2 is not what I was hoping for. Oh, there's a Victor matchup in here now. Let's go. Yeah, 2-2 is definitely not what we were hoping for. I mean, I'm hoping for an undefeated record, but I feel like as little as I know about KO, like, it's tough to... As little as I know about KO, it's tough to, like, expect to go, like, I guess not just KO, but, like, the entire Brute class as a whole, I'm very unfamiliar with. All right. Say hi to the person that just joined the Discord while we're waiting to find another match here. Guys, thanks for hanging out tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. A lot of things y'all could be doing on Thursday, so I appreciate you guys chilling with me on a Thursday night while we try to play some cards. Hopefully we can find an opponent. I'm actually really excited for, like, when this hits CC, which will be when I get back from Hartford, but, like, I'm like, yeah, but, like, I don't know, like, you find games so much faster if you're playing in the CC format as opposed to the open format, because, like, now that is like it changes a little bit when you're testing the new cards from a new set, and, like, the new set is, like, out and, like, people are trying to play the new stuff, but at the same time, like, it's still tougher to find games in an open format. Let's see. There's all kinds of open format games here. Good lord. Let's play against Azalea. I'm curious to know. Your opponent is ass player. Okay. That's an interesting name. Do we have an Azalea in here? Like, do I want to race Azalea? Do I want to, like... He just said no. Alright. Don't have fun then. I guess let's try and grind him out here. Like, I guess we want the D-reacts here. Like, we'll try and grind him out here, I guess, is the play. I don't know. Like, well, I hope they have fun, even if they don't hope we have fun. There was an Azalea sideboard? Oh, man. Well, sorry, I completely missed that troll. I did not see that. I was like, Robert, I'd be down to try it, man, if all the cards were coded. Like, that's really, like, one of my big things right now is, like, I'm trying to stay away from, like, decks that, like, don't have the cards coded. Like, I want, like, I don't know, I've said this a couple times, but, like, I wanted to play Olympia tonight, and I couldn't just because of, like, I couldn't play Olympia tonight because of This is for 10. 4, 6, 8, 10. I mean, technically I could, but I don't think it's worth here. I think we're just gonna have to take this on the chin. I don't want to play with the non-coded cards. Like, it's... I don't know. Like playing with the non-coded cards is like, it's just tough, and like you have to manually undo a lot of things. I do appreciate the offer though, man. Completely appreciate it. Still turn on aggro versus D-React. I mean, that makes sense. Like Kasai, like, has not felt great any of the games that I have played it, honestly. Like, has not felt great any of the, like, it's like, even the one game we won felt like I kind of I high rolled them a little bit. Like, it felt like we were like just kind of like high rolling them a little bit, as opposed to like just like, I mean, we blocked and I played patiently and did my best to make the best of a weird spot, but like it definitely felt like we had to like get a little lucky and high roll them there for sure. For sure. Azalea does do well in aggro heroes. You are 100% correct, Josh. That is very true. Have you considered webcam play? I had a stroke on my keyboard. Oh, so it's funny that you bring that up, because I have said for a long time that like I would like to be able to play on, like, do webcam stuff, like do like in-person games with the team on webcam. And so like I actually bought the stuff for it the other day, and it's on its way here. Like, it's like supposed to be here tomorrow, I think. So like we're actually like, yeah, I'm actually like really excited to be able to do that. So I think I'm gonna start trying to do that on Monday nights, like have somebody from the team come over and like play games in person. I just have to get it all set up first. So, but yeah, I am pretty excited about doing something like that, because I think it'll be like, I really like the webcam games, and like I really enjoy like you guys getting to play the. I do really enjoy like how you guys get to play like in person. Like, I think that's a lot of fun. And I think it like adds a really interesting element. One of the biggest things for me when I started streaming Flesh and Blood was that I wanted to. Yeah, we're still just gonna. I'm not gonna. I mean, I could put this on the bottom instead of making a might. I could just like Arsenal to Command and Conquer. I actually think that's a better play. But like I really like Talishar from the beginning, because I come from playing Magic, and like I always just had Moto to like play whenever I wanted to and stream. And like one of the things about like streaming with, you know, like in person like paper games is that like your friends like can't always play in paper games. Like your friends just don't always have the ability to like be there in person, and so that makes it a little tougher for me. But I do like the idea of like being able to like once or twice a week set something like that up and be able to actually like play games in person like that. I'm actually really excited about it. Josh, I have a couple of Olympia builds. I have a swords, like dagger style build that I want to play, and then I have a build that is like a great axe build that I actually really want to try. I haven't really had a chance to try either one yet, just because of the lack of coding on cards, like, and stuff like that. So, but I'm actually really looking forward to like. He just activate bullseye bracers? This is probably the best chance I'm gonna have to like flesh bag, right? Like, we're just gonna intimidate and hope that like it's enough to like really be a blowout here. Robert, that might actually be something that like I could ask you about, because like I've never set up like all of the in-person stuff like that. So actually, like, dude, like one night, if you don't care, like I might ask you to like help me out with something like that, and like just to kind of like see how you guys have yours set up. Chris was telling me about it when I saw him in Chris was telling me about it when I saw him in Cincinnati, but I'd really like to like be able to like, you know, sit and talk to somebody about it, to see how I feel, like just to see like how it feels and stuff like that. So he's turning off our hero ability, which doesn't really matter. Like we're just gonna like pitch Bear Fangs for Command and Conquer, and then we're going to wage agility. Actually, we're gonna wage agility and wager, and then we're gonna throw the Command and Conquer here. Yeah, I'm totally okay with losing my hero ability this turn. Totally okay with this. Like, none of that is relevant, and the Ponder means that they're going to have an arsenal. I don't know why they had 2 cards there. I don't know why they had 2 cards there. No, absolutely. Like, well, one, I really appreciate the compliment, Robert. But yeah, no, I completely, like, I completely agree with you. Like, it is, like, nice. Like watching you guys get to be able to like play the games and like paper and stuff like that was like really cool the other night, because like it was, you guys had the capability to like be able to, wow, really just okay, interesting. It was really cool to like be able to see you guys like have that capability the other night. Like it was like, yeah, like being able to play in-person games, I agree, is like really cool. I mean, I'm just gonna hope they don't have a red here, if I'm being honest. Like, so this is one rainy boy. Like, wholeheartedly, I think this is just one rainy boy. Yeah, it's like has to be. He didn't play a pump beforehand, which means he's gonna reload probably like a red, if I had to guess. No, another sleep dart. Well, luckily for us, all of these cards are actually 6s. So, like, the Blood Rush is not affected here. So, we just have to be a little bit careful of what we discard. I appreciate you being willing to help me, man. I was like, yeah, like, actually, don't have Snap Codex, please. Yeah, like being able to, like, see how you guys have it set up would like, be, like, really, like, a really big help for me, 100%. Tunic Blood Rush. So I can Savage Feast with Go again here and pitch the Reincarnate. Skullcrack gains me a resource and I get the draw card. I mean, this is just the best thing I can do here. This is just for 9. Like, this is just the best thing I can do this turn. Just, like, force my opponent to block here. They have to give me at least a card and some equipment here. But if they go to 2 or less, like they should just give me 2 cards here, because if they go to 2 or less, I'm literally just kind of like playing until I can find a Reckless Swing. I do agree with you, Josh. I do thoroughly enjoy the second cycle, or their videos, 100%. I could not agree with you more, man. There are honestly a lot of amazing content creators in Flesh and Blood. Okay, I don't know. Our opponent just conceded there. Like, that was weird. I guess they just wanted to play like no blocks into us. They went and got 2 Knock the Death Whistles, and they like got drill shots both times instead of like going to get a red in the ledger either time. And I think they thought like Sleep Dart was gonna like be like game changing for them, and it just wasn't. So I don't know. That was a weird game. Like that was a weird game. I mean, I'm happy to just kind of like take the win there, but like that was an interesting game to say the least. Does Azalea have a list on here? Oh, Azuri / Azalea. I just saw the Azuri. Yep. Troll hasn't lied to me yet. It's there. I just didn't get there. It is there. I just did not get there. Oh, shucks, guys. Oh, dude, 100%. Like, Flesh and Blood has an absolutely amazing community. Like, I feel like people like have to get sick of they have to get sick of hearing me say that when I stream, because I feel like I talk about that so regularly. Like, Flesh and Blood community is absolutely amazing from start to finish. Like, I absolutely I love everybody in the Flesh and Blood community. I do have to say, one of the weirdest negative moments that I have seen in Flesh and Blood so far actually came today. Somebody in the Flesh and Blood chat during the finals match made an extremely inappropriate comment about Brody Spurlock, and like, I'm gonna be honest, like, that really rubbed me the wrong way. Like, that, like, and I actually saw Robert like asking for mods to ban this guy, like, because like he just made a comment that was like super rude for absolutely no reason. Like, and he said that, and I was like, bro, I was like, you've obviously never met Brody Spurlock, because one, like, he's absolutely like one of the smartest people I've ever met, and he's also extremely nice. Like, I don't know why you would ever say something like that about one. I don't know why you'd ever make that joke about anybody. It's just rude and like not nice at all. But like, also like, especially about Brody. Like, Brody's a superb guy. Like, absolutely superb. It was very weird. You gave Brody a ride once. I'm not gonna lie. I read that and I was like, sheesh, Robert. I was like, man, who knows who's watching this, dude? I was like, dude. Yeah, now I've actually played Brody a couple times, and he is super nice. I mean, super nice. Like, he is an unbelievably nice just human being. Like, is there ever a world where I'm just playing Blood Rush on turn 0 here? Actually, am I just pitching the Bear Fangs for Swing Big, Arsenal the Blood Rush, and then, or Arsenal the Pulping, I mean? Like, is that where we're going right now? And then, like, the Pulping is, like, there for go again turns next turn? That's what I think, Hal? That's what I think we're doing here? And if my opponent wants to block 8, they want to block 8. It is what it is. I mean, dude, Kid Wonder is awesome. And you're also correct. Like, Mansant has come such a long way. And, like, it's really nice to see, because, like, I've never had the chance to meet Mansant personally, but, like, he seems like a superb guy. Like, every time I hear, like, somebody talk about their interaction with him or something like that, they always talk about, like, how nice he is and how, like, great he is to talk to and be around. So, is this just a block 4? Like, am I blocking 4 here? I can block 4 with the Flesh Bag, and then, like, I can stop them from, like, really gaining a soul or doing anything here by giving up equipment pieces. I mean, I could actually block Swing Big and the Apex here. And then I can block Reincarnate and Scabs here, and like completely shut down them having like a soul here, which is like really cool. And then I get to come in for 4. And then I get to try and set up my Blood Rush turn when I have my Tunic up, which is even better. I think that was definitely the correct play. Yeah, the community is super great to each other, and it's very wholesome to see. Like, coming from like Magic, people were very toxic in a lot of ways, so it's very refreshing to see everybody be so nice. Oh, dude, there were that was what I saw. What is this hand? Well, now I like Jesus. This hand is terrible. This hand is absolutely terrible. I did see a lot of people complaining about him playing slow, and like I'm with you. Like, I'm with you guys, because like Brody always finishes his matches in time. Brody uses all of his clock, which I'm I'm always like, wow, like, you know, like good for you for like using all of your, like using all the clock, you know, because it's like not always like people don't always like do that effectively. So it's actually like he never goes to time. Like he always like he uses all the clock, but like he always finishes in time. So like I completely agree. Like people giving him crap about like not making like or like him like taking a long time like are just they're just boobs in my opinion. Like they just don't understand. I hate to give him a life and a card here, but like I think I have to. That's 2 Luminas out of the way. Like God, there's not even like a way to like really get rid of this stuff here. Unfortunately, like we just drew 2 Tear Limb from Limbs and a Berserk in the same hand. Which like big Sag. Sadly, all it takes is a couple people to like yell louder than everybody else, and that's all anybody hears, unfortunately. I live in the Mansen chat and give him crap all the time. I mean, hey, like there's a good way to give your friends a hard time, and then there's a negative way to go about it, in my opinion. Like you can ask anybody that like I'm friends with, like we all like give each other grief all the time. Like, but like it's all always friendly. Like it's always what happened. It's like always what happens. I mean, I have to physically block to like give this go again here. Like it's not buffed. Like he gets another card here, but like it doesn't matter. Like it's literally like him throwing a snatch at me when like he doesn't have anything else. So like who cares? I mean, let's play pulping. Hope we keep the. Hope we like keep a. Man, really would have loved to have discarded that skull crack here. Like I do like that the reincarnate goes to the bottom, but we are going to get to throw this, which is really good. I mean, this is about to be for 14 here. Oh no, we can't play it because we have to discard a random card. Oh, that sucks. So we needed to draw a non-red card there. That is big Sag. Yeah, that sucks. I'm going to assume he has another D-React in hand. That or he wants to keep his hand. Okay, so I mean, he actually stops the go again here. Like, that's real unfortunate. I mean, like, I never thought there was a world I needed to roll right there, but... Why is he using Tunic now? I don't think my opponent understands where we're at in the turn cycle here. Yeah, they definitely wanted to use that on their turn. I mean, Mansen's like one of the best Levia players in the world. I imagine that does drive him crazy to die to Blood Dead, honestly. I could like wholeheartedly see that. We're kind of getting got by Bolton here. Now, again, we've drawn a couple of very unfortunate hands, but... I am going to roll here and hope that we get a little lucky. I was like, our luck might be out. I hope not, but it might be. So we're going to come in for 7 with the CNC. And then I'm actually just going to play the Bear Fangs here. And we make another Might token and come in for 8. So this is a pretty good hand for us. We're pushing a little bit of tempo and starting to make everything a little bit better here. Like starting to like try to get back on the front foot here. I mean, I think I'm just supposed to say no blocks here. Like we have the Wild Ride to play, which like guaranteed gives us go again, and then like we have potentially something else to throw at them. We seen 1 Blood Rush. Yeah. So this is for 4 because of the courage token. Part of me wonders if they're going to Bolton this and throw something else at us. I was like, yeah, it feels like they are. I mean, I can't just take 7 here. Like, there's absolutely no way to just take 7 here. Let's block 4, get another might token. Well, I was hoping that we could keep something else to do because we had to go again here, but unfortunately it did not pan out that way for us here. Maybe I'm not supposed to... Maybe I'm not supposed to... I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just supposed to, like, pitch the Wrecker Romp to play the Claw and then discard this for an agility token. So I get a might token and an agility token. And then, I mean, I guess I could always come in for 3 here, but I think I'm much better off to keep this. Okay, immediately rewarded. All right, we're going to try and use Fleshback here and, like, get some value out of it. We'll take 5 and go to 7 and see what we get here. Okay, pitch Soul Shield. Come in for 3. I'll go to 4 and give them the token here. And then we're going to try and use Blood Rush Bellows to, like, really push it here. So this is 6 go again. We're going to have to roll. I think we're just going to have to lean into the RNG here. I don't think there's another way out of it. That's very fortunate for us. We discarded a Savage Feast. So, I mean, they have to block this. And then this Bear Fang, this Bear Fangs is... Okay. So they had the Fate Foreseen last turn is what we intimidated away. So, like, what we intimidated wasn't super relevant, but I still think that's a chance we had to take there. And then we discard a Massacre. Oh, it's not paying the cost. So they're going to go to 4 here. Okay, so if I discard this for a might token and then pitch this to play Savage Beatdown, discarding this card, I get to come in for 13, which is, like, actually insane. This is, like, an insanely strong hand here. So now we're going to have 2 might tokens next turn. Man, this is really good. No, I completely get that, Josh. Sorry, I mean, if I missed that message for a minute ago, I've been trying to focus here to make sure I don't throw this game, but I completely get that. Like, there are a lot of people that I don't see very regularly in person, or I've never met super regularly, and, like, but, like, I still definitely consider them friends, and every time I get to see them, I'm very excited to get to see them. So I completely get that, man. I completely understand. Actually, you know what? I don't think it's correct to do that. I think we can just pitch the Wrecker Romp here. Okay, keeping the Mighty Windup is fine. I mean, we're going to come in for 7. because of the double might token, which is really good. This is going to get at least 2 cards out of our opponent's hand here. And then I can come in for 7 here and get the last 2 cards out of my opponent's hand. And then Arsenal my Wild Ride, which I actually really like. I think this is a much better play than playing the Wild Ride and like hoping we draw a new card and discard a card, like, and get to keep the Reckless Wing. I think I would rather play it this way, push the damage that we know is available to us, and then go from there. And we're setting ourselves up for a pretty good turn this turn. Okay. God, please don't let Beast Within kill us. Thank God. I was like, Jesus. That would be such a sad way for this game to end. I mean, discard the Wage Agility, and I get to come in for a breakpoint card, and if they're not able to cover it up, I actually get to... Okay, yeah. So I was like, if they could cover that up, I still get the agility, and I have a Savage Feast to start my turn with next turn. So it's a pretty good start to our next turn there. I think we're 2-0 into Bolton tonight. I think we're 2-0 into Bolton tonight. Like, honestly, like, maybe we're onto something playing into Bolton here. So I don't know if Ball Breaker is full coded. I know that in the maybe section of Troll's list of that I'm playing tonight, he has it set up for a Vincent open format. Let's play against Vincent. Nope. He has it, like, he has in the maybe section, he has the mini me decks, but he's never mentioned Ball Breaker to me. Okay, Josh says it is coded, but I don't know if like he really wants to like play that card. I'm not sure, to be honest, like why he hasn't considered that card. Nathaniel, if you're in the Discord, you could ask him. I was like, Troll's in there. He's just Barbarian Wizard in the Discord, so if you wanted to ask him, you could. But I don't know. He's never mentioned that card, so I'm not sure why he's not playing that card. I'm just going to assume he probably doesn't like it for some reason. Do you like it, Josh? Like, how do you feel? Like, how do you feel about it? Like, do you feel like it's better than Mandible Claw, or like, do you think that like you'd be better off playing it, like playing Ball Breaker against Reinar? I think we want to go second. I'm honestly not sure though. We're also playing against Nick, which is kind of fun. Could not be coded at the time. Are you saying like it wasn't coded when you started to play it, or? I assume this is a mid-range grind. Like I don't know. Like, did we really want Fates and Sinks into Reinar? Or are we just no blocks, all gas? Like, you know what? Let's race Reinar and see what happens. Honestly, I'm curious to see what happens. I mean, I do like the idea of being able to discard my agility thing, my agility token here. You like it as a good finisher? Okay, I mean, that's fair. So I'm going to pass on blocks. As an instant, I'm going to discard this. And then I think I am going to play the Reckless Wing, even if I have to discard the Tear Limb from Limb. I like the idea of being able to cover this up on turn 0. I don't know how correct that is, but... And hopefully we have a good turn that can abuse the agility token. I mean, if nothing else, we can like throw Claw and then play something else here, but... I really like the idea of playing this card here. Like, this feels really solid. Like, this is 6 go again, and we set up a Might token. Honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in with the Mandible Claw here, and then I'm going to Arsenal Wild Ride and try to set up for a more explosive next turn. Oh, I see. You're talking about why it's not, why he's probably not playing it. Okay, that it probably wasn't coded at the time. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I mean, I was like, Troll is like very like meticulous when it comes to like his deck building. Like he has yet to put a deck together that I haven't enjoyed in some capacity. I really hope I like open this from the new set. This card is so broken. Like that, this new arm piece is insane. I bought a Scab Skin Leathers like a long time ago, like just to have one. I mean, like, I don't want to discard anything. Like, technically, I could play this, hope that I draw into like another blue or something, like a blue or a yellow, or I discard something else. Like, I think setting up for next turn is probably a better play. Dude, the Guardian arms look insane, Robert. Oh, dude, they are gonna be great in Cold Flow. I do agree with you, but like, they're just gonna be really cool in general. I think like just being like playing like I think like a lot of the equipment is like really good in this set. That's rude, sir. Needed him not to have a CNC there, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, let's pitch the Might wind up here. Come in for 7. 7 go again off the Might token because we discarded the Pack Call. And then I'm going to pitch the Agile wind up here to just come in for 3 more after this. There's going to be mats? No, I didn't see that, Robert. There's going to be mats? Like of the equipment pieces? Is that what you're talking about? I was like, Josh, I play Guardian when it's needed. Like, I'm not, like, Guardian's not really my first choice. I'm much more of an aggro style player, honestly, but like I will play but I will play Guardian if needed. Like if it's really good in the format. Honestly, I'll play whatever's gonna like do best at a tournament, in my opinion. A Marvel Olympia would be dope, Drew. I would totally be down for that. That would be really cool. Also, I don't think it's ironic that you and Trent showed up at the same time. I don't think that's ironic. Oh, they were on the prize wall at the celebration event? Dude, that's awesome. Trent's out here killing the competition for Marvel KOs, it sounds like. Oh, man. All right, so Nick's on the a lot of D-Reacts plan here, which makes sense because Nick, like my deck does not punish for the D-Reacts. I'm so sorry, Nick. I'm so sorry, dude. That sucks. I swear that happens to Nick more than it happens to any other human being I've ever met. I'm going to pitch the Assault and Battery just so I can guarantee to get rid of one of my Beast Withins here and see what we can do. What does rolling do for me here? Does rolling do anything? Am I supposed to just play the other Blood Rush Bellow? Like, it's not that good to pitch the other Blood Rush Bellow, right? Like, my best play here is just to pitch Beast Within for the Claw for 6, and then... Or no, I'm sorry. We're going to use Tunic. No. All right, hang on. We're going to use Tunic. I'm going to pitch Reincarnate for Claw, and then I'm going to use Tunic and Bare Fangs to play the Beast Within. That's the play here. And then I'm going to Arsenal my next Blood Rush Bellow. And then if Nick gives me the headpiece here, like, we'll kind of adapt to the strategy here as it goes on. Oh, you sent me a pic? Okay, hang on. I want to see. Oh, dude, that is so cool. All right, I'm going to slide this over here for everybody else for just a second while we're waiting on Nick to decide. Look at this. That is so cool. It's like the Sonata Galaxia or whatever it's called. Like, I don't even know what some of these are, but these look amazing. These look absolutely amazing. Man, that looks really cool. Thank you for sending that to me, Robert. That is dope, dude. Like, love to see stuff like that, honestly. What are we taking here? What are you intimidating there, big fella? Takes to Bare Fangs? I mean... Do I play the Blood Rush now that I can, like, try to do something else? Do I pitch the Blood Rush for, like, a late Blood Rush turn? Maybe that's just a play and we Arsenal the Bare Fangs here. I honestly don't know. I don't know. This is Troll's list, Trent. He sent me his list earlier to play. I was gonna play Olympia tonight, but Olympia ended up not having a lot of his cards coded, so I'm waiting to play Olympia probably on Saturday, or if not, next week for sure. Depending on what our streaming schedule looks like next week. What are the 3 decks that you play, like, consistently, Josh? And dude, Nick rolling back-to-back ones like that is like such a big sag. That happens to him so often, I swear, when we play games, man. Is there another Shock Charmers mat? Didn't they already have a Shock Charmers mat, Nathaniel? Aren't there like already like Shock Charmers mats? Isn't that already a thing? So I'm going to go Blood Rush, then Assault and Battery and Reincarnate, because we can at least do those together no matter what. I don't know what this hand is, but it's not good. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. I mean, yeah, this is fine. Like, don't get me wrong. This is like not the best thing we could be doing right here. Honestly, I think I just want to play the Bare Fangs here because it gives us an opportunity to... It gives us an opportunity to, like, discard a 6 here off the top and then, like, continue to put more pressure on Nick. We also need to be careful because it kind of seems like Nick is, like, trying to fatigue us a little bit here, so we need to be careful to make sure. Oh, Shock Charmers with Zones is an old mat? I thought you were saying that, like, that's a new one. Because, like, I mean, is the Shock Charmers that they had for a while, was that not, like, a new one? Was that not new, I take it? Prism, Azalea, and Dory? I mean, those sound like 3 fun decks. Like, I played OG Prism when, like, she first, like, came out. Like, I enjoyed the aspect of, like, being able to play, I enjoyed the idea of, like, being able to play, like... Of being able to, like, play at instant speed. Like, I really like that, so... I mean, I've played against Prism twice playing KO, and I've absolutely obliterated it both times. Like, both times I've absolutely obliterated it. I think I'm actually going to Arsenal the Savage Beatdown here and try to set this up for, like, a second cycle play here to, like, really try and get Nick here. Or, I'm sorry, not a second cycle play, but, like, I want to set up a big hand because, like, Nick is, like... like, I don't think Nick's trying to fatigue us, but the game is going in a fashion where it seems like that might be how the game starts to go. And I want to make sure that, like, I have big hands to really push through damage. Plus, Nick's shown us 2 Command and Conquers already, so, like, arsenaling a power card is okay with me. We just have to set up a turn where we can, like, try to, like, really try to, like, utilize our Savage Beatdown. What a random thought, Drew. I love it though, honestly. I really do. I like actually like love that that's like a train of thought for you, because it's like, yeah, like, I mean, I like a quesalupa. I don't even know what a quesalupa is. But thinking about, like, I can't tell you that I know what it is, but what I can tell you is that when I think about food that I want and I can't have, it does make me sad. I can tell you that. Is that the 3rd Command and Conquer? Like, bro. Like, I really hate to, like, waste my agility token here, but, like, I don't really have another choice. Oh, we discarded the other Berserk. Okay, so we didn't get the plus, but we didn't get the might or the plus there, which is, like, really sad. And listen, Robert, obviously my words aren't coming together perfectly tonight, okay? We're doing what we can. I mean, like, I think we're just gonna block 6, see what's on top. Pack call, baby! Alright, we got an Agile Windup. Okay, the Windup cards play really well with the Savage Beatdown card. So, like, I'm gonna save my Tunic counter instead of, like, I don't know, like, I don't even really know how I could. I guess I could have used Tunic to, like, no, I could have not used Tunic for anything. Ignore me. Ignore me. Daniel said, I don't even know what that is. And I've also never heard another human being refer to themselves as a Taco Bell aficionado. That is a new one for me. I have to give you that. That's a new one. Okay, so pitch Agile Windup to play Assault and Battery, discard the Beast Within. Use Pack Call and Tunic to attack with Savage Beatdown. So I get to make an agility token. I mean, we're just taking this here. Like, I think my hand is too good. It's literally a chalupa with a bunch of queso. I mean, listen, I like Taco Bell. It's like the worst fast food in the world for you. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, as like for your body, but like, I love Taco Bell. Taco Bell's amazing. Like, I love Taco Bell. Like, it's so good. So listen, I'm not gonna argue with you. Like, and plus I love queso. You could ask Carly, like, my default, like, go-to when we like, where are we going to dinner? Mexican. Like, to be fair, Carly's is too, so like, it really works out for us. All right, good roll, good roll. Did he just undo me rolling? I don't know what he's trying to do here. Okay, so pitch Pack Call to come in with the claw. And then we can discard the Agile Windup. And then we can pitch Beast Within, use Beast Within and Tunic. I think this is fine. Discard the Agile Windup. We'll use Tunic and the Beast Within to play the beatdown for 12. And we get an agility token for next turn, which is pretty good. Listen, man. I mean, I think everybody had, scrounging for change to, buy everybody had a scrounging for change to buy Taco Bell food. It happens to all of us. I've never had Taco Bell's breakfast. And no, Robert, I did not compare Taco Bell to Mexican food in any way. But, I mean, let's just be real. It is like a, knockoff of Mexican food. It's like fast food Mexican. I mean, honestly, that's, really what it is. And it's talking to somebody who loves Taco Bell. I've eaten a lot of Taco Bell in my life. A lot more than I should have. I can tell you that. I mean, I know we're wasting the agility token here, but, I think we just, have to... I mean, Skullcrack's pretty good. I actually really like this because it lets us do it all here. Although, I am pretty tempted to just Arsenal the Pulping and pass here. Listen, Robert, was trying to offend nobody. On a serious note, I have always wanted to try Taco Bell's breakfast. I've just never made it that direction. I've never stopped and had their breakfast. I've heard a lot of people say it's pretty good, though. Yeah, Nick only has one card in hand. Let's just Arsenal the Pulping and try to set up for an explosive turn. He must have had a D-React here, which means my turn is going to be pretty not great. Because he's just going to give me a card in the D-React, the Arsenal, because there's no reason... I mean, I guess it could have been a swing big or a power card in some way. We haven't seen any blood rushes from Nick, I don't think. He's been pitching them all game, so he's trying to set up to take tempo for me second cycle. Aggro apology video. Oh, that's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Don't hold your breath, Robert. Get the white man. Apology video wearing a sombrero. I think every single everybody would be offended by that. Every single person alive would be offended by that. We discarded a 6, so we can pitch the Pulping to come in with Go again, and then we can actually come in for 8 right here. So we're just gonna keep tempo and try to keep Nick on the back foot here. We've only rolled one time this game, and it's been a 2. So I mean, rolling high or rolling low never actually changes your possibilities of doing anything. That's just That's the hot hand mentality that everybody falls victim to. Everybody starts to think about the hot hand mentality, in basketball, you get a rhythm and you start to hit all your shots, and then okay, goes to 6. Must have a pretty good hand here. And it's you just can't fall victim to that playing cards, in my opinion. I mean, I could give a card. I think I'm just going to 16 here. Honestly, I think we're just going to 16. We have a life lead. We're in a pretty good spot. Nick's at 6. And, we're also ahead on cards. Which is really big for us. So, let's pitch the Wrecker Romp here. Because I think I'd rather save the Tunic. So let's come in for 5. or I'm sorry, 6 because of the token. We're gonna roll scabs because we're so far ahead that rolling scabs high wins the game. And like rolling low doesn't like kill me here. Now it may put me on the back foot, but I have all of my equipment, literally every piece of equipment here to try and get me back into this game. So what we can do is if we roll and we roll like a 4 or better, we're going to throw the swing big pitching our blue and then use our tunic to come in for hopefully lethal. Like, and if we roll this, like this should end the game. The swing, like playing the swing big here is like enough to like keep tempo and like make sure we stay on the front foot here. But like, no ones. I mean, okay. So we'll come in for 10 here. Like, pretty good turn. Like, we've rolled 2-2 so far. Like, nothing crazy, but... Lee University 2014 and 2015 Hot Shot Champion here. What does that even mean, Nathaniel? That's when I peaked. I mean, that's true. If I just let the best players in the world roll for me, I'll never lose, right? So, Drew, it's funny that you say that because I was talking about that with Troll earlier today, actually, about the concept of playing beaten trackers all the time over playing scabs because of what it could do for me, of like what it could do for the deck. Do you have a no block? Do I just win? No, it's a sink. Okay. So he gets the Quicken token, which can be good later. I think this hand ends the game as long as we don't draw something terrible. But yeah, I'd actually talked to him about playing. We talked about playing beaten trackers like over scabs all the time. Okay, 7 go again. Three go again because we discarded the swing big. And then we're just going to play the Bear Fangs from Arsenal. I mean, I really like that Nick pitch stacked his way to like really trying to like make something happen here. Like, I think that Kayo might just be that much more consistent than Rhinar, honestly. I don't know. I could be wrong. Like, Bear Fangs is like such a cool card. Like, I really like the art on this card. Like, it's randomly like really cool, and like also like it's a like you have such a high potential for a 2-for-8, and then also like I don't know, like it being the 2-for-8 is really cool, but at the same time, like I don't know, like it's just an above rate card, but it can't block. It seems very like it just seems like a very balanced card, honestly. So waiting to see if Nick wanted to rematch there. Normally Nick wants to rematch when stuff like that happens. He shot a bunch of shots at a basketball camp. I mean, hey, as long as you were hitting them. Sounds like you were, though, there, champ. Big fella. Getting revenge for me. I appreciate it, Drew. Hopefully I can beat Trent on my own one day. You like beating tracker more in Blitz? I mean, I don't think that's crazy. That's fair. Like, is there just like a fatigue option? I mean, we just want the Azuri Azalea plan, I assume. Like this is just going to be hard fatigue, I think. But we'll see what we can do. But I mean, like, like, I'm definitely not saying that you're wrong here by any means. Like at all, Josh. I just like, I don't know, like everybody like. I did not see that coming. I can say that for sure. Jesus. It's terrible. It's terrible. Like, Beaten Tracker always giving you the action point is like, I don't know, like, it's really good. Like, there's a lot of value in that, in my opinion. Does he just have double D-React here? He does. Literally probably gonna make use of the Quicken here, and yeah, we're just gonna have to take 4 and go to 36, and then we're gonna Arsenal this. Not a huge fan of arsenaling this against my opponent, but like, he's playing blue of this. Interesting. I hardly know her. No, I mean, I actually really like your train of thought there. Like, the idea of the 2 extra life is very relevant. It is 100% relevant indeed. I think we might just take 3 here and see what their next card is. Whenever, wherever, we're meant to be together. I just don't want to give up cards, so we're just gonna walk with Scabs here. Just don't want to give up cards out of my deck. So make a Might token, and I guess we're gonna... So let's come in for 5. Yeah, we don't need to roll. Rolling does nothing for us here. So I actually really like this line here. And then I'm going to get to play the Assault and Battery, pitching these cards, and we're going to discard this to make the Agility token. So this is 9, and we get to make the Agility token to like really try and push a very good offensive hand next turn, in hopes that we can try to like punish our opponent here and like get on the front foot. Our opponent has blocked very well to this point, though. I mean, this is a pretty good hand. Like, this is a pretty good hand. Like, we get to Fate Foreseen this, and then we get to lead. We get to pitch our Mighty Windup and play the Savage Feast and try to, like, and see what we can draw into to make happen here. We'll get to see what we're going to draw into here. We also get to opt. Yep. Thanks for wasting your mask there, big fella. I mean, I guess let's bottom this. Like, we're already going to have the 2 floating here. Like, I don't know. Oh, dude, Levia has and Levia has come so far, in my opinion. Like, Levia has like truly turned her game around, in my opinion, dude. Like, Levia has Scowling Flushbag, which like slows down somebody's offensive turn, which is broken. Like, you have Husk and Levia, and you get to play Scabs. Like, there's just so much value in that like in Levia, like right now. Like, the value is insane. We're just gonna make an agility token here and then pass. I could arsenal it, but Jesus, what are these hands? I mean, again, like, I'm just gonna play the Sink Below. We're gonna put our No Fear on the bottom because it seems terrible right now. And even if they like flick the knife at us and react, it doesn't matter. I mean, we can throw both Skull Cracks here, which is pretty good. I'm already hating Levia. Yeah, I imagine it, like, I bet Levia, like, probably does pretty well into Azalea, if I had to guess. You know the perfect way to greet me for the first time? Are you talking to me or are you talking to Josh? I assume you're talking to me, but... I mean, Levia does have a ridiculous fridge, bro. Like 100%. Absolutely outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Could not agree more. We have not dealt a lot of damage to our opponent here, but we're gonna do what we can here. So I'll definitely know it's you. Well, now you got me on the edge of my seat. When am I gonna see you, Drew? Because now I gotta know. Like now I gotta know what I'm looking forward to here. Like, you're not coming to Hartford, are you? I feel like I asked you that the other day. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. I feel like I ask people these questions and then I don't, like, but I also feel like I don't want to annoy people by asking them if, are you coming to Hartford? Are you coming to Hartford? Are you coming to Hartford? Like, I mean, I'm just going to play my sink below here, and if they want to flick knives the nerf scalpel at me, they're more than welcome to. I don't really care. I mean, should I play the Blood Rush here? Like, is it even worth playing the Blood Rush here? Should I just claw, pitch the agility token, and then Blood Rush? Actually, that's an insane play. Because as long as they don't have a way to, like, deal with my arsenal here, I actually get so much value. I get both tokens here, which is so broken. And then I have a chance to go Blood Rush next turn. You know what? Let's intimidate him here. I'm just going to guess in the dark. Oh, dude. Yeah. Husk is like an outrageous card. So the funny part is I literally wanted to buy a Husk to play Chain. Like literally just to play Chain in inside of Blitz for a while. And it was like $40 at the time. And I don't know that I have like regretted something as much since. Like I really wish I would have like bought one then when I had that opportunity. I feel like it would have been a really good buy for me at that point in time. So let's go for 6 go again, and we have a Might set up for next turn. God, this deck is so much fun. Hey, Nathaniel's coming to Hartford. Man, what shocking news. I had no idea you were going to be at Hartford, dude. That's wild. Nathaniel out here trolling people. Wait, no. I have to... Hang on, I'm going to ask my opponent a question. I'm going to ask my opponent if I can undo the turn because I forgot about my agility token. Like, and if they don't want me to, like, I honestly understand, but I'm going to ask first because I want to use my agility token. I mean, this being for 11 go again is just crazy. Like, this is absolutely insane. And then I get to pitch this to come in for 5 go again. I don't even have to roll scabs here. Like we blocked patiently. Like we waited for our turn and like it's here now. Like we discarded the Berserk, which is unfortunate, but we did put our opponent down to 9 that turn, which is like kind of crazy. Like our opponent's at 9. Our opponent's at 9. Kind of wild. Are you saying that's what you're going to say to me, Drew? You're going to say, like, will you join my guild? Is that what you're going to say to me when you meet me? Or did I completely miss something? Or are you talking about, like, the cost of the card here? Staying with some losers? Your mom, Nathaniel. How about that? So if I block with Reincarnate and this, I can stop them from, like, hitting me with a card here. Actually, I could block with Reincarnate and the Scab Skins, pitch Bear Fangs to play Bear Fangs, and then see what we draw into. Let's block like this and see what happens. Okay, nothing happens here. Rip and tear? Rip and tear what? Like, I don't know what rip is unless you're saying like rest in peace, troll. You know what? Let's roll. Let's live on the edge a little bit here. It's gonna bite me at some point. Like, it's gonna happen. It just hasn't happened yet. Oh, lol doesn't do damage? I mean, yeah, like I think we just like I think the plan here is just to try and run them over. We discarded a Beast Within anyway? Lol, the irony. All those years at the academy, wasted. Alright, so we get to push... We got to push a pretty good amount of damage here. Alright. Ew, is that an Eradicate? I'm sorry, sir. That's not very nice of you. Yeah, this is open format. Why, Robert? It sure is, though. I mean, we can block with Wrecker Romp and this piece to get another Might token here, which is really not that bad, I feel like. And then we can pitch Tear Limb from Limb and go Bellowing. Robert, get out of here, dude. No, dude, this is going to be like the running theme, isn't it? Like, Trent gives me with one These Nuts joke the other night, and now everybody's going to be after that. I feel like that's the high that you all are chasing now, is getting me with these nuts jokes. God. Oh, man. I mean, is this just the play? Like, are we just going to come in for like 6, 8, 10, 16 if we discard a 6 off the top? I mean... Oh, I have to use Tunic. No. Yep, never mind. I have to discard the Command and Conquer to use Tunic. 16, baby! Let's go. I mean, don't get me wrong. This was like a terrible use of Blood Rush Bellows here. Like, the terrible use of Blood Rush Bellows. And the crazy part's I only took 3. But, like, still. We just got to attack for 16. Oh, yeah, no. I think this is going to be, like, a joke that everybody's chasing moving forward. Which, honestly, I can't blame them. Let's go 6. I mean, I'll take that. Like, honestly, like, straight up, I'll take that. Like, D-React from Arsenal? No, from hand. They don't have a D-React in their Arsenal, obviously. Have I discarded a 6 this turn? This is what I played last turn, right? Like, what did I play here? No, I haven't discarded anything, so, like, I need to... I can't come in with Go Again on the Claw here. So we're just going to do it like this and see what we hit off the top. We hit a pack call to make a Might, and we come in for 7 because we got the +2 effect here. And then our opponent's going to go to 2. Yeah, they do not have a D-React here. Like, they absolutely do not have the D-React here. Eradicate? I mean, if I block Savage Feast and this, we get another Might token. So we have 2 Might tokens, which means this is going to be for 9, and we get to discard the Massacre, which means we're going to Intimidate. What? To pay the cost. God, I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting that. I mean, you're right. 3 card 16 isn't bad. I am inclined to agree with you, Troll. Like, but it just feels like we kind of like got there a little bit. Did they just play this to give me a Pox token? Like, is that just literally what they did here? That's fine. Honestly, like that's perfectly fine. So sorry, I know I've missed a message or two here, chat. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't throw this game here. If I'm just being honest. We're gonna come in for 4 go again. Frailty Trap is pretty good. And then this is actually gonna be for 6. Wow, that's a big sag. No, we're not gonna wage agility here because we're not gonna take anything. You add pirates? Can't remember the name of it. Add pirates. What? Drew, what are you talking about? I'm so nervous of what I just walked into here, if I'm being honest. Add pirates. There's got to be something here. I don't even want to look at the monitor anymore. I can't help but look at the chat. Wait, do I just win? Am I about to like be a boob? I just win here, right? He's at 2? Yeah. Reckless Swing just ends the game. I have never actually got to end the game with a Reckless Swing like this, so like... Come on! Do it. I always feel like Emperor Palpatine when I say that nonsense for no reason. Come on! Come on! I mean, dude, the Reckless win in the game here, Tom, is pretty good. Like, feels pretty good to win the game with the Reckless here. Always wanted to win a game like this. I lost quite a few games pretty early on when I started playing because I did not know what this card did, and I would randomly get got by it with by brute players because there was only like one brute player in our area, and he would always randomly get me. Why did Drew not say anything? Like, Drew asked me that and then is just not saying anything. I think they just left. We're going to get about 10 seconds here. All right, we're going to claim victory here. I mean, honestly, though, like the Reckless wins are really cool. The Reckless wins are really cool. Okay. The breakfast is from like... that's the last thing that was blocked. Okay, never mind then. You win anyways? Yeah, I mean, I think we were always going to win that game, Troll. Like, we were in the driver's seat. Like, we were super far ahead. That game was definitely going our way, that right there. As pirates, my bad. I mean... Are you talking about, like, the boating gunship game where you were pirates? Like, I had that game, like, played as pirates. I did have an Xbox growing up, so I really want to know what you're talking about here. Okay, while Drew is trying to, like, while we're trying to figure out what Drew's talking about here, 6-2 tonight, excuse me, on KO, felt really good. Like, KO has felt really good tonight. Lol, this guy's message is, Dan, please join. That's hilarious. We lost a game to Victor and lost a game to Kasai, but we beat a Kasai tonight, so that feels kind of good. I don't know. Like the deck felt really solid. The deck has felt really good. I'm really curious to see how the deck changes as we get more coded cards on Talishar. I can't do it to Carly. What is it? Oh, I gotta know. Was I supposed to say Sea of Thieves with a question mark? Was I supposed to say that? Is that like what I was supposed to say, Drew? Is this your joke? If it is, I just like Sea of Thieves with a question. Like, is it Sea of Thieves? I want to know what this joke is. I don't know what it is. I've never heard this joke before. The Mind Goblin thing, I had been got by that before. I'd been got by that before. Yeah, Troll, I definitely agree. It's only going to get better for sure. Like, 100%. Like, you said got him. Like, what? You didn't even tell me the joke. Is the message waiting to be pushed through? I don't know where to find the messages to push through. Carly always does this stuff. Hang on. Drew, I don't know what the joke is. Now I want to know what the joke is. Drew, you have to message me the joke. I have to know what the joke is. Okay. Anyway, Drew, message me the joke. I have to know what it is. I've never heard this Sea of Thieves Pirates joke, and I have to know what it is. Okay. Anyway, sorry. It's okay. What do you mean it's... Yes, please message it to me. I have to know it. Okay. So, anyway, sorry. Anyway, a recap of the deck. Kayo feels really good. Like Troll has really put a solid list together. I've really enjoyed his list from tonight. Like, it has just felt really clean all the way around. It like has felt very smooth. Like, it plays very well. Like some of the cards don't block, but I think that's me adjusting to brute style play as opposed to like just like playing like dash and stuff like that where everything blocks for 3. But I really like it. Like, I've really enjoyed playing KO tonight and like playing KO today before the stream to like try and prepare a little bit. So anyway, that's it for the stream tonight. I will not be here tomorrow. Hopefully we're playing in an armory tomorrow. I never really stream on Friday, but I will be back and again streaming on Saturday. We'll be streaming on Saturday from 1 to 5 Eastern time. Maybe playing some more KO. If the Olympia cards are pushed through, we'll probably play some more Olympia. And then on Saturday, don't forget, the free-to-play Talishar tournament is coming up on Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern time. You can get all the details in the Discord. If you're not a part of the Discord, you can hit !Discord in the chat. We'd love to have you in the Discord. We have a really good time and talk about decks and just kind of like banter in general. So my favorite page that I've made in the Discord is the pets page. I really enjoy when people send pictures of their cats and their dogs and like their animals. Like, it is, I love that page. It's the best decision I've ever made, probably as far as like cards is concerned in general at all. Also, I will be in Hartford in a couple weeks, so if you're coming to Hartford, make sure you come and say hi to me. I'd love to meet you. Unfortunately, I don't know what you guys look like. You guys get to see my face all the time, but I don't get to see yours, so you do have to come say hi to me. I'd love to meet everybody. Banter, is that the word I'm looking for? Anyway. Guys, thanks for hanging out tonight. I appreciate you guys being here. Have a good night and a good Friday, and I'll see you on Saturday.